And we begin this hour with breaking news out of Geneva, a dire message from climate scientists. They warn unprecedented and even irreversible changes are happening to this planet and say it is beyond any doubt that human activity is to blame. Dominic Velitis is on this story for us live from London. Dominic, what more can you tell us about the big warnings of this report?
Yeah, good morning, Asha. Well, the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has this morning described today's report from the IPCC as a code red for humanity. It is grim reading. Its authors say climate change is now widespread, rapid and intensifying, that human activity has warmed the climate at a rate unprecedented in at least the last 2,000 years, and that some of the changes already set in motion, such as continued sea level rise, will be felt for generations to come. Here's what Friedrich Otto, one of the report's authors, had to say.
There is no denying that some of the impacts are irreversible on centuries, on timescales of centuries to come, and this is really important to know also that climate change is a fact. It's already happening. It's, no matter what, not going to go away.
And Asha, scientists go on to say that unless immediate action is taken to dramatically reduce greenhouse gas emissions, then global temperatures will rise. Indeed, they think they will now reach the 1.5 degrees Celsius limit set out in the 2015 Paris Agreement in the next 20 years or so, and could possibly even exceed 2 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. That, the report says, will increase the frequency of extreme weather events, unprecedented in the historical record. And of course, we are already seeing such events. This summer, we've seen a killer heat wave hit British Columbia, intense rainfall leading to devastating floods in Europe and China. And right now, we are watching those terrible wildfires in Greece, which have been made worse by record temperatures linked to climate change. Other key points from today's report, Asher, include how the Arctic is likely to be practically ice-free in the months of September at least once before 2050, while extreme sea level events that occurred once a century in the recent past will happen at least once a year by 2100. There is not a great deal to be optimistic about in this report, Asha. That said, there are a couple of things, perhaps the main one being that strong and sustained reductions in greenhouse gas emissions would, scientists say, limit climate change and could see global temperatures begin to stabilize in 20 to 30 years' time. But you get the sense from this report, Asha, that humanity really can't wait any longer and that action has to be taken as soon as possible.
For sure. And we know we're getting this global picture, but what do the experts say about how climate change could affect Canada?
Yeah, it is possible to extrapolate information from today's report and apply it to Canada. For example, it says that northern Canada can expect to see temperature increases larger than the global average, especially during the winter, while other parts of the country can expect to see more drought as well as extreme precipitation. But the report also warns, Asha, that future warming will also reduce glaciers in the Canadian Rockies and in the Arctic, where fire season is projected to be even longer. Asha.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Dominic Velitis reporting live from London.